Alright, so this is video number 2 of well, not really graffiti markers, but black book markers. There's the whole collection of sharpies that I showed you that were all disoriented on the bed earlier. So let's get started showing you the different types of colors. Let me drop this camera down just a little bit so we see better. There we go, that's better. Alright, so we're starting with some blue colors. That would be a Sharpie blue, and it looks purple as shit. Here's another blue. That looks more blue. I mean, that's a really dark blue. And this is their blue. And this is a dark blue, even though it almost looks purple on the paper. Here's more purple color, almost black looking. When Sharpies go down, they go down a little bit darker than the color on the cap originally. Like, this is a very pale green looking cap. If you look at it, it's really, that one looks the same, but some other ones don't. Like, this is a neon green. Most bitches not going down. Look at it, not exactly the same. You'll see if you ever go out and buy a bunch of Sharpies that they're all really different color. That's a dark green. See the difference? And here's a pale kind of green. This little thing looks blue. I'll show you a full examination of them. We're about halfway through. This is a yellow. That looks very yellow. Good color. Kind of a camo green, almost ugly looking. Try to get you closer. That's like a camo green. There's a magenta, almost red, kind of pink. Here's a red. Here's a, I'm not sure what to call this. Almost a red brown. Here's a pink-ish. And here's a straight pink. Almost a light pink. Almost highlighted colored. An orange. Lighter orange. An even lighter orange. That one's almost skin colored. Going off the paper. We'll start back a little bit. Here's almost a weird color looking, really. It's almost gold, but it's not. Here's a kind of purplish color. Here's a true purple. I got some of that shit on me. Here's a dark purple. That one looks like grape. Here's a shit brown. Yeah, that's a dark brown. Here's a black. This is a different kind of Sharpie black. This is the dual tip for fine point and non-fine. Get that pitch back on there. Okay, here's a gray. This is a straight gray, not silver, but gray. And here's the silver. And this really stands out. This is a good color. I like this silver. So let's go over the colors. That's almost a blue. That's a blue, not a purple, I'm telling you. There's green, more greens, yellow, some reds, browns, pinks, yellow. I don't know what that is. And more colors. That's all the Sharpie colors. I did that pretty quickly. I can count these. Alright, now back. Here's a collection of all the really super fine tips. They have more colors in this. These are just the colors that I bought because I'm not a big fan of super fine tips, but some people are. There's a green. Like I said, super fine. Very thin lines. And it's pretty much the same colors. I don't want to go through them all because you can only have so long of videos on YouTube. There's a Sharpie fine tip in black. I'll do the SDK again. I don't write for SDK, just to let you know. Just showing you the test. Here's a deco, a black. I don't have a lot of decos because they all ran out of paint, but these are good ones. These will just go straight through the paper though, so be sure to double line it if you're going to write in your black book. Here's test, and that's test, and the deco black. It's good color. It really is. The problem with decos though is you don't want to pump them. If you pump them, this one's not going to do it, but if you do it with some of the other colors, they will start gushing out paint. I guess sometimes you have to do it with some of the other colors because they will like run out, like the silver and gold, just because silver and gold are like totally different. Before you start hating on my hand style, I am writing this, but don't write this a lot. So there's paint. Alright, so some of the other things I didn't show you. Here's the Bic markers. Market. I don't like them. They look just like Sharpies. They got a fatter tip than Sharpies. A little bit more of a faded color, so it looks ugly. But they also got some of the highlighted colors in their colors. I personally don't like Bic, just because if you run through a color, it'll start attracting it. Sometimes Sharpies will, but I just don't like Bic. Sharpie is the best marker, not Bic. And that's some of the Bic colors. Where's that pink? The pink looks pretty good, I'll give it that. They have good colors, just not the kind of marker I like. Here's a Marks a Lot. It's a black marker. It's got a calligraphy tip. Blah. Like some of the other markers. They're good markers. I don't like it personally, just because I don't like it. And I think if you want a calligraphy tip, blah, similar to that, just get a king size Sharpie. These are good. And yes, I showed you the other one about this. Yeah, hate on my hand style all you want. I've only been doing this for what, a month, maybe 2. There is a difference between a Sharpie pen and the super fine tip. You really can't see it on this camera, but I will attempt to show you. Sharpie pen has this. I don't know if this one will work. It has you can make it darker or you can make it a super fine point. But Sharpie pens, they do have a difference. I don't know if you can really see it or not. Sharpie pens are on the left, Sharpie fine tips on the right. There is a difference, just not a great difference. I like the pens better. I don't know why, I just do. Here's the Sharpie chisel tips. They got a fatter body than a normal Sharpie. These are pretty cool. I like them. I went off the paper there. That'd be ink. Alright, and most Sharpies will go through black books, as you can see. That didn't go through, that's just me fucking up. They'll go through black books. These Sharpie Magnums, these big motherfuckers, they will go straight through every time. To show you, I guess, I will do SDK again. That wouldn't even go through that much just because I didn't press down hard, but it did go through every time I dropped the nib down like that. See? But yeah, this is a cool marker. I definitely like this. Fucked up on the end, but this is a cool marker. And that's pretty much it for the Sharpies. I'll post this one up. And like I said, I did not write for SDK.